Welcome in today to the rubber match, most anticipated, of this incredible 5-game series that the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers and Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats have been playing. The series currently sits at 2-2, both teams splitting a pair at their respective locations. This will be the decider on the season series and the decider of this series here in Rapid City this weekend. So thank you all for tuning in. Last night, there was a very exciting first game. Cheyenne Post 6 scored 3 in the top of the 7th to nullify a Ryan Negebauer save and secure themselves a 6-4 win. And then on the night shift, Lee Negebauer pitched 6 1/3 innings of 2-run ball, and the Rapid City Post 22 Hardhats able to pull it out 4-2 thanks to a save from Rowan Fredrickson. So we've got the decider here today. Thank you all for tuning in this fine Sunday morning. We will figure out who's going to win it in just a second. I'm going to post something to social media real quick. The Sixers come into this game 21-2. Those only 2 being losses to the Post 22 Hardhats in this season series. The one thing they can't get the win on necessarily consistently. I'm Oliver Fell. Thanks for watching today. There's our post. Last year, when these two teams played, the Hardhats were able to get a walk-off on an error, and scoring was Wyatt Reeder in a very climactic ending to the series. Here are the Post 22 Hardhats lineup for today. Leading off, going to be third baseman Aiden Roberts. Playing DH today, he played right field and left field last night, going to be Jace Morgan at the 2. Center fielder Harry Good, looking to get things rolling for the Hardhats this season at the 3-hole. Cleanup, yet again, going to be the first baseman Alex Dietrich. Hayden Hollick playing second for the second straight day. He will be at the 5-hole. Right fielder will be Aaron Roach at 6. Left fielder, back in the outfield, Tate Crosswade. He DH'd last night. He'll be at 7. The catcher, Philip Bentz, will be at 8. And the shortstop, Wilson Kiefer, will be at the 9-hole. Hayden Lighty, the super senior, on the mound for the Hardhats. Now, for Cheyenne Post 6. No, I'll repeat. Okay, so the first 3 for the Hardhats today, going to be third baseman Aiden Roberts, designated hitter Jace Morgan, and center fielder Harry Good. The middle 3, first baseman Alex Dietrich, second baseman Hayden Hollick, right fielder Aaron Roach, and the bottom 3, left fielder Tate Crosswade, catcher Philip Benz, and shortstop Wilson Kiefer, with Hayden Lighty on the mound. Now for Cheyenne Post 6, leading off, going to be the shortstop Mason Tafoya, followed by the center fielder Nolan Horton at the 2, playing catcher, yet again as he did last night in Game 2, Hayden Swain at the 3. Then pitching and batting cleanup is going to be Corey Williams. He's a dangerous reliever. Pitched a fantastic game against the Hardhats last year. He's going to see if he's going to repeat it. He's going to be cleaning up. Then third baseman will be Landon McAnally back in the field. Then right fielder Braden Pearson will be at the 6. The Game 1 pitcher will be playing left field Peyton Seeley in the 7-hole and playing 7 on your score sheet. Then first baseman Ethan Reisdorfer will be in at the 8. And second baseman will be Colin Crecelius. Cade Coates out of the lineup. Another person out of the lineup, Caden Westby, was a late scratch off of the first base spot. Don't know what happened there, but they submitted one lineup with him in it and then changed it to Reisdorfer. Head coach Ty Lane, surely knowing the answer. So the first three for Cheyenne Post 6. Shortstop, Mason Tafoya. Center fielder, Nolan Horton. And catcher, Hayden Swain. The middle three, the starting pitcher, Corey Williams. Third baseman, Landon McAnally. And right fielder, Braden Pearson. And the bottom three, left fielder, Peyton Seeley. First baseman, Ethan Reisdorfer. And second baseman, Colin Crecelius, with Corey Williams on the mound. So those are your lineups today for the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers, and what is going to be a very exciting ultimate matchup between these two teams. Very evenly matched, one may say. Both teams, the standard of success within their respective states. Of course, Brandon Nimmo, the shining star of this Cheyenne Post 6 team. Hardhats might get their own major leaguer in just a moment here. Cooper Bowman played the spring training for this season for the Oakland Athletics and had a very successful spring training. He's in Double-A Midland right now, the 24-year-old. OPS of 792. 6 home runs over 36 games. We'll see if he's able to make it up this year. The 4th rounder out of Louisville/Iowa Western Community College. All-time great in the Post-22 Hardhats franchise or program history. And of course, Brandon Nimmo, a regular center fielder for the New York Mets. Nimmo, quite a bit older, but still kicking. 0.9 WAR right now this season, batting .216. Which in the modern MLB, not too bad, but has a career .267 batting average, so you would expect that to go up as the season progresses. I'm going to lower the bit rate slightly. Seems like we're losing a few frames on the upload time. Gonna move it to 9,000. Alright, hopefully that helps. I just seen it was a little jumpy and wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. Bringing you the best, I'm Oliver Fell here this fine Sunday morning in Rapid City. Spotted skies, no rain in sight though. Temperature outside 67 and mostly cloudy. High of 78 today. Going to be a great day for some baseball. Cool, just a little bit of wind. A little bit warmer than it normally is this year. At least according to weather.com's statistical vantage point. So the Sixers getting ready here. We'll recap the first 4 games here between these two teams. In game number 1 in Cheyenne, the opening game went to Cheyenne in a close 6-5 win for game number 1. Then it went to Post 22 in the second game, the doubleheader, 11-6 to tie up the series. Then we came to Rapid City yesterday, played our doubleheader in Fitzgerald Stadium. Cheyenne took the lead yet again with a 6-4 comeback win in game 1, and then lost 4-2 to Rapid City Post 22 in the game 2. And now, today, this will be the decider.
Batting 6, right fielder, number 4, Wayne Pearson. Left fielder, number 8, Peyton Seeley.
Corey Williams signed with the University of Jamestown in North Dakota to further his baseball career.
Batting 9, second baseman, number 11, Colin Basilius. And the rest of the Cheyenne team.
Corey Williams, this is his senior year.
Coaches Gary Harley, David Lazarus, and Ethan Casey.
Bats left, throws right.
Now see the starters for the Hardhats. Leading off, third baseman Cheyenne Roberts. Batting second is Cheyenne hitter, 23 Chase Morgan.
So we'll see how this goes. I've got all the stats from the last for the entire series for the Post 22 Hardhats.
Batting fifth, second base, number 20, Hayden Hawk. Batting sixth in right field, number 23, Aaron Rook. Batting seventh, left fielder, number 29, Pete Crossway. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 11, Philip Betts. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 15, Wilson Keeper. Pitching, number 25, Hayden Lighty. And the remainder of the Hardhat players.
So it'll be exciting. Hayden Lighty facing this Cheyenne Post 6 team for the first time this season. He played against them last year. This is not a guarantee it will be the final game. I believe Cheyenne, judging by the relationship these two programs have, probably going to participate in one of our tournaments, either the Veteran or the Firecracker this year. So there's a chance we could reconnect, but last year it didn't happen. So National Anthem here to go, and we'll get ready to play some baseball.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That signals the start of our day here at Post 22's Fitzgerald Stadium, Dave Plouffe Field, for the rubber match of this 5-game set. It's only a 3-game set here in Rapid City. No matter how you split it, these teams neck and neck against one another.
Setting up the defense for the Hardhats. First baseman Danny Aiden Roberts, the shortstop, will be number 50, Wilson Keeper. Second base, Ethan Holland, number 20. Third base, Alex Hubert, number 27. And the outfield, left field, 29, Kate Crawford. Center field, Harrison Good, number 14. Right field, 23, Aaron Roach. Catcher, Philip Benson, another pitcher, Nathan Lane, number 25.
All right. All right, Tafoya going to lead us off. He is 3 for 7 so far in this 2-game set here in Rapid City. Top of the first. And he hits him. The first pitch for Lighty, a wild one. And it'll bring Tafoya onto the base paths. He'll get some reparations for the plunking. And gets to skip the line to first base. So man on first, nobody out here in the top of the first. Up comes Nolan Horton. He's 1 for 7 this weekend. Presumably quite a bit better normally. Tafoya. Probably a little nervous to take off in his one attempt stealing so far this weekend. Philip Benz has gunned him down at second, making him 0 for 1. He is a little jumpy. That one grounded hard over to Roberts. He'll keep it. Throw to second in time. Hollick to first in time. Double play. Hardhats defense showing up when they need it most. 5-4-3 double play to get the first 2 outs of the ballgame. That's the second time that Horton has grounded into a double play in this series. It'll bring up Hayden Swain. Swain done a pretty good job so far. 3 hits on 6 plate appearances. With 3 RBIs, which is a high for this team. Lighty, pitch, over and in. That'll be strike 2. Lighty's been pretty lights out the last few games. Only really facing any sort of difficulty this 3rd time through the order. 0-2. That's hit high into center. Good. Thinks he has it. Squeezes it. And that'll be it. So the first 3 go down in order, technically, despite the hit by pitch putting a man on. And nobody scores in the top of the first for the Sixers. It's going to be the Hardhats' turn to take to the plate in just a moment here in the bottom of the first. So recap the inning for Cheyenne Post 6. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors, nobody left on. And it is still 0-0. Good start for the Hardhats, unambiguously.
Defensively for Cheyenne, in the outfield, left field, number 18, Seated. Center field, number 6, Nolan Horton. Right field, Justin Pearson, number 4. Along the infield,
On the mound, Corey Williams. A consistent arm year over year for this Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers team. One of their best relievers last season, occasionally would fill in. No Marcus George this series, something I was personally hoping to see. George apparently taken very large strides in his pitching game since being a very good pitcher, a very good number 3 or number 4 starter last year for the Sixers. Really filling in for the lost arms of McAnally and Feezer. All right, Robert's going to lead us off. So far in the season series, he's batting just .235, been rather silenced by the Sixers. Williams, first pitch, strike, swing and a miss. 0-1. Williams sets. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The stuff looking filthy at the start here. Williams, a very full body windup, leads to a different pitching slot or pitching delivery point each time, it seems like. That's fouled out of play, and it'll make it 0-2. So still 0-2. Roberts swung at everything Williams given him. Taken just a little bit high on the man they, at least last year, called dubbed Mighty Mouse. So it's 1-2. Reached on, popped into center. Horton underneath it, makes the first out. So out number 1 recorded. On the fly out to center. Jace Morgan now up. Torvey showing his faith in the young center fielder. Continuing to put him in the lineup after 2 so-so days. Batting just 2 for 7. Especially when he's got Carter Johnson on the back burner right now, who he used most of the early part of the season. Morgan's been great this week, though, all in all. It was just against Cheyenne Post 6 this weekend where he's kind of cooled off. Corby, great feel of faith for the lefty. 1-1. Up and outside, 2-1. Morgan, the bat waggle with his bright orange bat. Called ball just a little outside. Morgan yet to swing. Unfazed by these pitches. 3-1. That's a strike right down the middle. Morgan tried to walk it off, thinking it was or maybe trying to sell that it would be a ball. Full count. Swung on, hit hard into center, right at Horton. And he'll retire both of the first 2 outs single-handedly. This is a similar situation that happened with Peyton Seeley at the start of last season, or start of Game 1 in this series, where a lot of hard contact came against the first 3 batters, but all 3 of them flew out. Harder to do that against Harry Good, though he has had a cold start. Definitely a lot colder than he did last season for the Hardhats. Batting just 1 for 6 so far in his debut series. But he is just acclimating back, and he is getting a very tough pitching staff to face in his first series. That hard hop over to third, and that'll be the inning. So 1-2-3, Corey Williams takes care of business. And after the first inning for both sides, the score still 0-0. Both teams getting through the minimum in the first. Lighty going to come back out for a second inning of work against the 4-5-6 in the Cheyenne Post 6 lineup. The due-up, the pitcher, Corey Williams. Third baseman, Landon McAnally, and right fielder, Braden Pearson, who was the starter last game. All three starters so far in this series for Cheyenne Post 6 playing in this game either as a starting pitcher or the field in the batting order. They've got a lot of guys that can go both ways.
Second for Post 6, number 16 pitcher, Corey Williams.
Corey Williams going to try to help his own cause here and get the first hit off of Lighty. Squatting in the left-handed side of the batter's box. Righty thrower, lefty batter. He flares one, foul territory. Roberts after it. He will not make the grab. Just a little out of reach. And that'll be strike one. I felt lucky to have landed where it did. Roberts only off of it by about 6 feet. If it had a little more height to it, likely would have been an out. 0-1 for Lighty. Williams crowding the plate. Up and outside. Perhaps that crowding influencing how close Lighty's throwing it. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a low breaking ball. Good one there for Lighty. Makes it 1-2. Again, 1-2. Called strike three. That one breaks back into the zone. And the first K of the day for Lighty is recorded. Landon McAnally. One of the better hitters this series for Cheyenne Post 6. Defensively, but 3 for 6 on the offensive end with a walk, yet no runs, believe it or not. High and outside, ball one. One of the things Lighty's got going for him, an incredibly cerebral pitcher. Both him and Bentz, definitely scholars. Lighty, I believe, carrying a GPA north of 4 points. I mean, that being weighted, but a very high GPA, great test scores, going to college for academics. So 1-1. Up and outside. Make it 2-1. Ben's all-state saxophone. You might not know that about him. He's a very good academic student as well. 2-1. Up and outside. Make it 3-1. Lighty coming over from the Post 320 system, the 320 Stars last season. This is now his second year as a Hardhat. 3-1. Another one up and outside, and the first walk of the day issued by Hayden Lighty to Landon McAnally. McAnally granted access to the bases here. And it'll mean Braden Pearson coming up. He came in to pinch hit yesterday. Got hit by a pitch. Grounded up the middle, off of Lighty's glove. He's going to fail to scoop it, and that'll be an error. That one off of his hand on the first try. Tried to scoop it with the glove. Wasn't able to get it in his mitt. And that'll go down as an E1, allowing Pearson to reach safely. So Pearson still 0 for 0, weirdly enough. Here comes Peyton Seeley. He does have one at-bat to his name, at least. He is 0 for 1 in his pinch hit appearance. He did not earn the win in Game 1, but was the starter. Popped up, foul territory, out of play. That'll be the first strike. Good catch on the berm by the spectator. Some claps going on here. I wish I could have seen it. 0-1. That's one of the cool things about baseball. Everybody's in the game. It's like being in the splash zone at SeaWorld. 0-1. Down in the pellets. 1-1. Seeley looking to get the Sixers on the board here. Ball just inside, almost found its way back to the plate. Seeley winced. That could have done something to help the case. 2-1. Lighty. Fastball. Struck into center. Good going after it. Jumping in. He'll make the grab. Wait, no, in and out of the glove, is it? Is that out? Out. So Lighty able to coax a fly ball into center, and there's our Harry Good. Jumping down, making the out. He tried to pull it out of his glove and lost it. I was worried it had fallen out of the glove there, but that will be the second out of the inning. Brings up Ethan Reisdorfer. Almost wasn't in the starting lineup. Came in for Westby on a second revised version of the scorecard, lineup card. Ball with the eyes, taken. Big play there from Harry Good. Not traditionally a center fielder for this team. More of a right fielder, at least last year with Zeke Farley and Amarion Saylor there. Grounded up the line. Roberts gets it. He's going to jive to third, and he'll make the play. Athletic play there from Roberts to guard the line, and then he makes a dive to third, not as a runner, but as a fielder. Tags the base and makes the final out of the inning. So Lighty gets out of trouble with the help of some great defense, and the Hardhats keep it tied 0-0. I don't know if that one was in frame for you guys. It probably was. I sure hope it was. That would be a good highlight. So I'll recap the inning for Cheyenne Post 6. No hits turn into no runs. No earned runs. One error on the pitcher, Hayden Lighty. And 2 men are left aboard. And it's still 0-0. Hardhats going to try to even reach the base for the first time against Cody Williams here in the second. The heart of the order. Alex Dietrich, Hayden Hollick, and Aaron Roach. What a tandem they've made this year. Just straight up RBI producers. Great contact, extra base hits, and walks if the pitcher's willing to give them that. Got a couple of ducks flying over the field. I believe those were mallards. Everybody moving through this time of year. Not just for the birds, but for the people. It's a big start to the tourism season for the city of Rapid City, as everybody comes out to go see Mount Rushmore and the Badlands. Or sorry, Black Hills. Badlands. But yeah, so exciting times all around. Summer in Rapid City, as good as it gets. Dietrich setting up. First pitch from Williams. Taken low at the shins. Ball 1. To 1-0. Another one. Nearly hits the plate. It's 2-0. A walk as good as a single here. Though Dietrich capable of much more than that. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside. Williams, great pitch there. Able to deceive Alex Dietrich. 2-1. Called strike. Looks inside. Dietrich starts to move, pulls it back, and it comes right into the zone. Inside of the plate, 2-2. Here's Williams. Fouled off, back into the on-deck circle. Pollock, luckily paying attention, able to jump out the way. 2-2. I haven't seen that while broadcasting. I haven't seen somebody get hit in the on-deck circle by a foul ball, but it will happen. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And Corey Williams gets his first K of the day on an unlikely subject, Alex Dietrich. Pollock has been torching this Cheyenne Post 6 program over the last 4 games. He is 6 for 11, along with 3 walks. 545 batting average entering the game. OBP north of 630. 1-0 count here for Williams. Fouled away. And it'll make it 1-1. Hardhats still looking for their first base runner. That's hit high into left. He doesn't see it. And Pollock gonna go to second. I was wondering what was going on out there with Seeley. He was looking, and I'm like, you can get there, but you got to start running now. No, now. No, now. And he just never saw the ball. I guess he missed it coming off the bat, and it falls into shallow left for the double. That'll go down as for Hayden Pollock. First hit of the day for the Hardhats, an awkward one. It'll bring up Aaron Roach. He's batting .308 against the Sixers this year. Does have 4 RBIs, which is the team high. Tied with Wilson Kiefer. First pitch, a ball inside. 1-0 count. Pollock, a relatively fast base runner. Single could, in theory, bring him in. Check swing at a ball in the dirt. Good judgment shown by Roach there. Come on, Roachy. That's a strike. Caught the edge of the plate. Fastball. And the first strike taken of the day for Aaron Roach. 2-1. I understand him chancing it on that ball. It was very close. 2-1. Inside. That time, does not catch the plate. Swain going to stretch his legs a little in between the pitches. Three to one, the count. Tate Crossweight on deck. Reached on and hit right at third base. Handled by McAnally, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Good contact, not particularly, not as hard as hits I've ever seen, but pretty routine play on a line drive to third base. McAnally makes the out, and it'll bring up Tate Crossweight, the big, hard-hitting lefty. Ball, outside, I believe that was called a ball. There was a lot of noise coming from the umpire for a ball. Playing somewhat close to the line, but maybe not close enough. There's a definite shift going on here, expecting the pole out to right, which is, good coaching adjustment from Ty Lane and the staff here for Cheyenne Post 6. Big swing and a miss. He hacks at one, comes up empty. And we go to 1-1. Fouled away. And we go to 1-2. All right, 1-2 the count. Tate Crossweight. Still set. Struck out twice in 11 at bats. He'll take some extra time here and step back in. Williams trying to keep the Hardhats off the board. Gives Tate one that is hit high into left. And play is made by the shortstop, Tafoya. Able to track it down, call everybody off, and that will be the inning. So despite a miscue from the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers left fielder, Peyton Seeley, that resulted in a double for Hayden Hollick, nobody scores in that inning, and we are through 2 complete. Scoreboard still empty, 0-0. Recap that inning for the Hardhats. 1 hit turns into no runs, no earned runs, no errors officially, but there was a miscue for Cheyenne, and 1 man is left on. It is still 0-0. Lighty played with only slightly more fire than the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers pitcher, Corey Williams. He's allowed 3 base runners. Though still the furthest anybody has gotten is second, which is the same amount that Corey Williams has allowed. And the scoreboard reads the same. Though they counted the failed pickup by Lighty as a infield single earlier for Braden Pearson, which I don't know about. Sorry for not switching around the innings indicator on the last one there. Colin Crecilius going to come back up. Last night he came in, played third base, and was 0 for 2 with a ground out into a double play. Crecilius, rather baggy jersey on. First pitch ball. It's tucked in, it just might be a size too big. Maybe he'll grow into it. 1-0. Grounded, up the middle. Kiefer on a bounce, handles, throws to first. Dietrich uses that long arm of his to snag it, and that'll be out number 1. Routine ground out for the first. Out of the inning, it'll bring up Tafoya. Tafoya, last time up, hit by a pitch, reached base. He's reached base successfully 6 of his 13 total plate appearances. So OBP almost 500. Philip Bentz pulls one back into the zone. I don't know if that one actually made it into the zone, but Bentz's frame job able to fool the umpire. 0-1. That one in the dirt. Nothing he could do about that one. 1-1 count. Lighty pitching great so far. Tafoya tied for the most hits in this series so far. Ooh, that's a hard one off the shoulder blade. Tafoya now hit for the 2nd time this game. That's going to leave some colors. And it'll bring up Nolan Horton. Think about Tafoya, he's reached base 6 times now, only been brought in twice. And yesterday he got on the first 2 times with singles and never got to second base, thanks to a caught stealing and a ground out that turned into a double play for Nolan Horton. In the first inning, that happened again with a ground into a double play. Tafoya takes off, it's lined through the gap into left. Handled, and the throw coming in from Crossweight. But a single puts runners on the corners on a hit and run. Horton able to just get that by the outstretched glove of Aiden Roberts. Down the line into left. So runners on the corners, still only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Cheyenne closing in on the first run of this ballgame. Brings up Hayden Swain. He has 3 RBIs in the 2 games so far. Been a consistent clutch time hitter. I don't know if this qualifies enough as clutch time. Horton, heavy leadoff first. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The bat not long enough to reach that one. A 1. Lighty checks the runner at first. He will throw back. He almost got him. He did not. That was close. Like I was saying, heavy lead for Horton. He starts to move out as Lighty begins throwing to first. Comes back, just barely sneaks in. The ball does bounce out of Dietrich's glove, so the tag wouldn't have counted anyways. But still. Ball taken at the knees inside. 1-1. Lighty. Still checking on Horton with another strong lead. Lighty delivers. Horton takes off. Bunt coming in. The throw going to be to first. Gets him. But the run scores. Sacrifice bunt successful. The Sixers on the board. Ty Lane with a good call there. And executed well by Hayden Swain. Tafoya got a good jump off 3rd. Came in to score. That brings Swain's RBI total up to 4. First pitch of ball. Ty Lane not taking any chances. He knows how much every single run counts in this game. He's going to do everything he can for even just 1. 1-0 to the pitcher Williams. Outside, 2-0. Williams consistently been the cleanup man today and yesterday. He's been the cleanup man this whole series. I think Swain was the cleanup man game 1. Yeah, Williams was batting 3rd, but still. So 2-0. Ball gets by Bentz, heading for 3rd, and no play to be made. Wild pitch, going to be the ruling. And Horton, now 90 feet away from scoring the 2nd run. Just the 2nd wild pitch of the day for Hayden Lighty. Him and Bentz almost always right in sync with one another. 3-0. Strike. Delivered outside edge of the plate. For this one. Alright, 3-1. Bentz sets up, outer half. Fouled off by Williams into the post-22 Hardhats Hall of Fame. And the count now runs full. So full count. 2 outs here. Lighty, pivotal situation. Williams awaits. Lighty delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nothing but air. Lighty able to get the job done. 1-6er scores on a sacrifice bunt from Hayden Swain, but no more come across. Also want to point out, a very good rollback to the mound there by Bentz. He sits it very close to the rubber on the mound. So I'm going to give him that. That is the 2nd strikeout of the day for Hayden Lighty, and the 2nd one on Williams of the day. So to recap that inning for Cheyenne Post 6, 1 hit turns into 1 run. That run is earned to the pitcher Lighty. There are no hard hat errors, and 1 man is left on base. It is 1-0 Cheyenne Post 6 as we enter the bottom of the 3rd frame. Philip Bentz coming up. 3 for 13 in the season series. But a speed demon on the bases. This feels like a kind of situation where nobody on. He's got the speed. Defense been a little bit iffy the last 2 games for Cheyenne Post 6. This feels like a situation where Coach Torvey could dial up the bunt to try to get a bunt single for Phillip. I'll call my shot, say I think this one's going to be a bunt.
Leading off for the Hardhats, number 11, pitcher Philip Bentz.
Bentz a crowd favorite. Bunt shown, knocked back. Good play there by the hitting coach for post 22. Bentz, now down 0-1. It was a bunt shown. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a soft pitch. Likely a changeup or splitter there for Williams. 0-2. They set up wide of the plate. Bentz puts one right back up the middle and through. He splits the uprights on this defense and pokes one into center. That'll be a single for Bentz. And the leadoff man is aboard, and a fast one at that. Bentz 2 for 2 on stolen bases against this Cheyenne team this season. That brings up Wilson Kiefer, the RBI, tied for the RBI leader on the series with 4. A 500 OBP for Wilson Kiefer in the series. Bunt shown, it's popped up, but too wide of the plate. Swain cannot track it down. It's 0-1. Dangerous bunt. Kiefer, not quite the same speed as Benz. He's fast, though. Benz on first. Has the speed. He is 10 for 11 on stolen base attempts this year. Showing bunt, they throw back. No play to be made. Benz, not a particularly hard leadoff there. He's just got good jumps. 0-1. Pitch shown. Bunt put down. It's a back spinner right into the legs of Swain. He's safe! Swain did not account for the backswing. It nearly went right through his legs. He was behind it, had to pick it back up a second time, and that will be a bunt single for Wilson Kiefer. So 2 runners on now, going back up to the top of the order. Hardhats making some noise here in the bottom of the third. Aiden Roberts back up. Not had a good go this weekend, though. We'll see if he can recover. First game, he went 0 for 4. And last night, he was just 1 for 3. To make it 1 for 7 total. No walks either. Not quite sure. Somebody said something, and he stepped off the mound, but no throw came. So 2 on, nobody out. The double steal not out of the question here. Bunt shown, back to the netting. So poor first bunt from Roberts. Roberts does have the speed as well to try to leg this one out. Everybody on the base pad's rather fast. This is not necessarily a sacrifice bunt if he gets it down. Still a good chance all runners are safe. Gonna have to be a good one though. Williams getting set. First baseman Reisdorfer coming in a little. Big space between short and third. Ball taken outside. Roberts shows bunt, pulls it back. 1-1. One count. Bunt. It's going to be a back spinner out of bounds. Just wide into foul territory. That was a back spinner down the third baseline, and the backspin was able to push it wide of the chalk. We go to 1-2. So after 2 failed bunts, a third bunt would have to be rather risky here, as a foul bunt would mean a strikeout, but with no outs, it's possible he'd do it again. That's what the defense is thinking here for Cheyenne. As Reisdorfer still playing at short, ready to come in at a moment's notice. He'll swing away. Just got a piece of it, and he'll keep fighting. Nick Ewing, first base coach here, giving some instruction over to Bentz. Something pointing at third. Nobody covering first or second, so not much chance of a pickoff. So heavy lead for both runners. Williams, a little nervous. Did he go? He is out. So Roberts unable to hold up there, and that will be the second strikeout of the day for Corey Williams. That'll definitely change the complexion of the inning. Big strikeout there for Corey Williams. So 2 on, 1 out now. Brings up Jace Morgan. Last time up, he hit a hard one into center, right into the glove of Nolan Horton. Morgan, very good contact hitter. Also, fast enough to stretch a single into a double. Shows bunt. and unable to make contact. It seemed like he was not really trying to. It didn't matter, that one was in the zone, so it's 0-1. Getting ready to load up on that back leg. Williams gives him one, up and outside. Unshaken by that pitch, it moves 1-1. Williams still checking on the runner. Gives it. Chopped and fouled. Out of play. 1-2. And now, Williams with a chance to strike out yet another. Doing a great job pitching under pressure in the bottom of the third here. Benson Kiefer still awaiting. Outside ball. Swain was ready for that. Seems like they called one outside to see if Morgan would try to reach it and come up empty. Weren't able to entice him there. And we go to 2-2. Hardhats can't afford to squander this opportunity. That is reached on and poked right into the glove of Horton again. No play to be made at second, but nobody can advance. And Morgan, yet again, flies out to center field. And it'll bring up Harry Good. Good, uncharacteristically silent at the plate. But if we know Harry, we know he shows up on Sundays. So we'll see how he does here. Two outs, two on. Big swing and a miss on a slow pitch he really could have gotten a hold of. Just got a little over eager there. That one floated right down the middle of the zone. Williams challenged him, came out with round one. Oh, 1. Williams. Breaking ball, outside. Leave that one a slider. Williams, a very good repertoire. He's got a great pitch mix that really keeps the batters guessing. So 1-1 count. Fouled off the bottom of the bat. Good, down 1-2. Williams really locking in with the two men on here. Unflappable. And now 1-2. To Good. I'm looking for a vintage Harry moment. So is Coach Torvey. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good goes down on strikes. And despite the first two reaching, nobody gets any further. Williams locks in and gets the final 3 out. Cheyenne still keeps the Hardhats off the board. 3 shutout innings for Williams. It's 1-0. Recap that inning for the Hardhats. 2 hits turn into no runs, no earned runs, no Sixers errors, 2 men left on board, and it's still 1-0. So Lighty going to come back out. Oh wait, no, is that Walters? I believe that's River Walters entering the game. Lighty's done very well so far, but that would be not him. I got to get used to everybody's number and be able to just do this. It's a little embarrassing. That is River Walters. So River coming in to take on the 4th inning. Yeah. Hayden Lighty finishes the game. 3 innings pitched. 1 earned run. Just 2 hits allowed. Two hit by pitches and a walk. And 2 strikeouts. He's in position for the loss now, but only barely. Walters and Vance calibrate. Leading off for Cheyenne Post 6 this inning, Landon McAnally. The first pitch, well-located fastball on the edge of the plate. A 1. Walters bounces 1 to his catcher, and that makes it 1-1. Grounded over to Hollick. He scoops it out. Easy throw to first in time. Walters coaxes the first out of the inning. Braden Pearson now up. He's still 0 for 0. A hit by pitch and a reaching on an error in his 2 at-bats this series. Also, 4 innings pitched, where he only allowed 1 earned run but 4 total runs, and earned the loss in Game 2 of the series. The Texas commit. That's a ball inside. One out. That is hit hard into center. Good, going after it to the track, and it is off of the wall. Good, gonna throw it in to the cutoff man. He's going for third. Going to third, the throw, not in time. And that'll be a triple for the batter, right fielder Braden Pearson. That one hit a real long ways. Took 1 hop to the boards in center. And that one probably hit about 375, if I were to guess, maybe 380. That one teed off on into center. Good going back on it. He can't make that grab either. Seeley rounding second. 1 run will score. He's headed for third. No contest throw. And that'll be a second consecutive triple for the Sixers. RBI triple. Good, had a chance at that one. Jumped for it. Wasn't able to bring it down. And that'll be an RBI for Seeley. Brings up Ethan Reisdorfer. He's got quite the axe to follow. Here in the top of the 4th. Walters, that one popped up, foul territory. Bentz thinks he has a play. Reaching in and almost going over is Aiden Roberts into the dugout. Can't reach it. Arm's not quite long enough. And it goes 0-1. Walters. Curveball in the dirt. Bent's able to stop it from getting past him. 1-1. Catcher, really the goalie of baseball. Closer to the wicket keeper. That's a strike, top left corner from the pitcher's perspective. And we're now at 1-2. Reisdorfer trying to keep this hit train going. Ball goes to the back, coming in, and the tag, did he? Oh, he did not. That was a very close play. But the wild pitch will score Peyton Seeley. Walters nearly tackled him, but almost got the tag down just a little after. he came in and touched the plate. So the count runs 2-2. Sixers now up 3-0. Ball just a little bit below the zone. And it now runs full. Walter's got to recollect himself here. High, ball 4. And that'll put another man on. Brings up Colin Crecelius. 0 for 3 so far. Gonna have a quick chat here with River. Nick Kindred, the pitching coach, gonna come out. Something to note here. River is having the chat. It was a common trend last year that he'd kind of start out, as long as he didn't allow anybody on, he was in a pretty good spot. Once he allowed people on, it got a lot harder for him. He's got one on, has had one on since that first triple. And he's just gotta keep things going. Crecelius grounded out into a double play in one of his 3 at-bats last game. So, chance there, double play candidate. Ball in the dirt, Benz keeps it in front of him, 1-0. Throw back to the mound, a little high. Handled by Walters. 1-0. Strike! At the hips. Good pitch there from Walters, able to locate the fastball. Strong wind heading out to right. Probably about 16, 17 miles an hour. Fouled. Ooh! See if Benz is alright. Must not have been a direct hit. What did I call it last time? The giblets? Must not have been a direct hit. Clearly got a piece of him as he winced at that, but nowhere as bad as the Cheyenne Post 6 game last year, where it might have been Caden Anderson, that sounds like the right name, got one direct hit, had to come out of the game after writhing in pain for about a minute. 1-2. Ball in the dirt. Benz does a good job. Stands up in case the runner wants to move. Keeps him in place. It's 2-2. Big at bat here for Crecelius. I believe Eli Kelly warming up in the bullpen for the Hardhats. 2-2. Good located fastball is fought off. There we go, 1-2. Walters having trouble collecting or making the adjustment up to the Legion Ball senior level. Absolutely elite at the Expos level. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The stolen base will not matter. Oh no, it will. Never mind, that's only out 2. So out number 2 recorded on a curveball, stretching out the batter Crecelius. First K of the day for River Walters. Second out of the inning. Stolen base successful for Reisdorfer. And now a man on second. 2 outs now, and up to bat it's Tafoya, who's taken nothing but beatings. 2 hit by pitches. Ball taken in right level with his eyes. And we go 1-0. Nothing but bruises for him so far. Walters. Good movement on that one, but the breaking ball misses outside. 2-0. Tafoya. Tees off. Foul territory. And that actually would have gotten over the wall. That would have been a home run if it weren't foul. That's something. That one probably about 340 into foul territory, wide by about, I don't know, 20 feet. 2-1. Walters has his grip. Stares back at the runner. Delivers that one. Hit into center. Good. Chasing it. And he makes the grab this time. That'll be out number 3. 2 Sixers score in the top of the 4th. And the lead now 3-0. Man, I'd be a lot better with like a commercial break in there where like I kick it out. There's like a little slow montage of people catching the ball and like high-fiving. Then we get like a Chewy ad or something. Good at the kickaways. Don't know what to do with the commercial time though. So recap that inning for Cheyenne Post 6. 2 hits, both triples turn into 2 runs. Both of them earned to the new pitcher, River Walters. No errors on the Hardhats, and 1 man is left aboard. It is 3-0. And coming back out, Corey Williams. He's allowed a couple runners on the bases, 3 total hits, but has allowed nobody past the second base. He'll face the 4-5-6 yet again. Last time he had this set of batters to face, struck out Dietrich, allowed a weird double thanks to a left fielder, Peyton Seeley, failed catch, and then was able to coax a line out from Roach and a fly out from Crossweight to finish the inning. Williams trying to bring home the season series to Cheyenne. Cheyenne last year nearly spotless on their record. I believe something like 56-9, I want to say. Something like that. Very good. They played a lot of high-level competition, made it to the Legion World Series, finished top 4. But their only series loss of 2 or more games was against the Post 22 Hardhats. That's for the entire year. The only series loss was the Hardhats here in Rapid City. They're at 21-2 right now. They have not lost a series. They might be able to go perfect this year if they can just get this game. They're 21-2 overall, both losses coming to the Hardhats. Swept Gillette in Gillette, which was very impressive. Hardhats split with them and had to claw and bite for every single run of that 8-7 win on Wednesday night. Dietrich now down 0-1. A lot of empty space in left field. He hits it slowly into center. A blooper, and that will drop for a single. Leadoff single for Dietrich. A good start for the Hardhats. They'll bring up Hollick. Hollick 1 for 1 in this game. Batting 7 for 12 on the series at large. The best hitter against Cheyenne in this set of games that they've played, these 4 games that the teams have split. Fouled away. Strike 1. 0-1 count. That's hit high into shallow right. Going back after it, the second baseman, he will make the grab over the shoulder. Close call to dropping there. I thought Hollick was about to see lightning strike twice and get away with it again. That'll be the first out, though. Fly out to the second baseman, Colin Creselius, in shallow right. Brings up Aaron Roach. He hit a somewhat hard line drive to the third baseman, McAnally, his last time up. Hits that one hard into right. They're chasing it. And he will make the grab. Dietrich has to return back to first. A fly out to right field will be out number 2. Williams continuing a dominant performance on the mound. The team's technically tied in hits, but the sequencing has been way off for the Hardhats. He's also only walked 1 batter. Actually, he's walked no batters or hit anybody, so he's kept the runners far lower than the Hardhats. Up to bat, Tate Crossway. He's got the power to knock it out. Last time up, he flew out to the shortstop, though. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. Tate's thing is he's often on top or below, rarely makes the square contact, but when he does, it's extra bases. That's flared into left. They'll chase it down. Can he make the play? He can! Seeley loses his hat, falls to the ground, and makes the grab out in left field. And after 4 innings, the Hardhats still scoreless. Cheyenne Post 6, up 3-0, entering the final 3 frames. Recap that inning for the Hardhats. 1 hit, a leadoff hit, turns into no runs, no earned runs, still no Cheyenne errors, and 1 man left on base. That's what's been helping the Hardhats, is those miscues giving them second life on a lot of plays. River Walter's going to stay in the game here. Eli Kelly is still on call when they need him, in the event that River needs to be yanked. He'll face the 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup here for Cheyenne Post 6. The game cannot get any further apart. Though the Hardhats, last year, I believe it was a 7-6 win, were able to score 3 runs. Might have been, no, I think it was 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and walked it off thanks to a couple of errors on defense from Cheyenne Post 6. But there have been no errors this game. There were 3 last night, no errors this game. And Hardhats definitely never would have won that game in the decider last year against Cheyenne Post 6 had they not been given the opportunities they had by the errors. If Cheyenne can play good defense, it feels like they'll win this one. Top of the 5th. Stepping up to the plate, Nolan Horton. Last time up, he had a single, got all the way to third, was stranded out there. Called strike outside of the plate. His first time he'll face River Walters. River, a senior, wearing his trademark goggles. Ball just a little bit more outside than the last. Called strike right down the middle, 1-2. Another one. Curveball, hit up the middle. Keeper digs it out. He'll throw to first, high, in time. Dietrich reaches up, pulls it down. That's the advantages of having a tall first baseman. And that'll be the first out. Not to bring anything back up here, but the first out was recorded last inning before the consecutive triples. So, Hardhats far from safe here. Walters. Curveball just a little inside. 1-0. A lot of people walking in front of the camera right now. Ball outside, 2-0. Walters pitches again. That's hit high into left, crosswayed underneath it, and he will squeeze it for the second out.
Batting the pitcher, number 16, Corey Williams.
So 2 down now in the 5th inning for Cheyenne Post 6. Walters looking far more collected. Probably helps there's nobody on the bases. Corey Williams trying to help out his own cause. That's a strike. Williams, a left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. I always wonder how you start doing that. If you're just like kind of good enough at left, do you stay left for most of your career? Is that much of an advantage? Or do you use your stronger arm? And do you ever like go back on it? 0-2. Grounded, hard. Out, it'll get through the legs of Dietrich. He can't get a grip of it. Walter's upset. And they can't get the final out. Dietrich just kept trying to grab it, and I don't know, like some sort of loose gerbil, it kept evading him. That'll be an error on Dietrich, the first of the game for the Hardhats officially. Grounded hard up the line, just a little foul. Makes the count 0-1. Walter's really hoping for that shutout inning. He still might get it, but he thought he had it right there on the soft grounder to first. 0-1. Flared out of play. Got a lot of kids on the little hill over there and left having some fun. It's now 0-2 for Walters. He's only got 1 strikeout on the day. McAnally golfs one high into right. Roach underneath it. Snaps his glove, and that'll be out number 3. So despite the error, the Hardhats able to keep Cheyenne off the board. And they'll enter the bottom of the 5th. Still down 3-0. In that inning, no hits for Cheyenne. Turns into no runs, no earned runs, 1 error on Alex Dietrich, and 1 man is left aboard. It is still 3-0. Hardhats, definitely not out of reach here. This is definitely like a 1-inning job if they are able to make 3 happen. But the problem is they've got to get through Corey Williams, and he's been lights out in high leverage situations today. Sure, he's allowed 4 hits. Sure, the leadoff man gets aboard sometimes, but after they get on, nobody has advanced any further than second on him the whole day. He also does not give any free passes. No hit by pitches, no walks on the game. He only has 3 strikeouts, but I don't think that is going to bring him down any. As long as he can keep getting contact going right into gloves. 8-9-1, the due up here. Phillip Bent's going to lead off again. Last time he did so, he hit a single into left. And then Wilson Kiefer followed him with a bunt single. And they got left there as the next 3 batters were retired in order with no advancement. That was the closest the Hardhats have come to scoring runs in this game so far. If they could start out again like that, who knows what will happen the 3rd time through the order for Corey Williams. Bentz stepping into the box. 4 for 14 on the season series. Batting about 300, maybe a little below. Williams, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 on the fastball. Rifles one right by Bentz. Ball taken off the plate outside. 1-1. Swain asked for one right down the middle. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The fastball, yet again, gets by Bentz. The fastball, touching low 80s. 1-2. Williams gives him one. That's going to be lined into left and caught by Seeley. That'll be the first out of the inning. Kiefer back up. He had that bunt single with the helpful backspin back in the 3rd inning. So he's 1 for 1 today. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Williams going further and further at that number 1 as this game goes on. Does it again off the end of the bat. Soft hit over to second. Crecelius, the throw offline, it hits him. And he will be safe on an error. That is the first error of the game. It'll be an out of play ball too as it goes up against the netting off the bounce off of Kiefer's shoulder. So the error will allow Kiefer to reach base and also reach second. So 2 on, 1 out for Roberts. That is the first error. That was what I was talking about. The Sixers, last time they had this lead in Game 3 of the series last year, they kind of fell apart, allowed 4 errors in the final couple innings, and the Hardhats were able to win. That one hit hard off of Williams. He's down. The throw not going to be in time. He pops back to his feet. That's good to see. They might have to check on him, though. Right off the side of the foot. I don't think it hit ankle. I think it would have went further if it hit ankle. But Williams going to step back up. Says he's all right to the umpire and catcher. And it'll go down as an infield single for Roberts, his first hit of the game. It'll bring up Jace Morgan. Quiet in this 3-game set. He is 2 for 9 total in the season series. And that just means this weekend. He didn't play in the first 2 games. Roberts able to steal. Swain not been able to deter much. And he'll reach. I believe that'll go down as a catcher's indifference. I'm giving him a steal. Yes, that's a defensive indifference, I think, officially, because he never even thought about throwing. But also, that doesn't make sense strategically right now, and I want him to get a steal. I'm not the official scorer, though. So 1-0. Morgan, a chance to bring in 2 with a single here. Williams done a great job of silencing the bats when he needs to today. He's been able to get Jace to fly out to center both times up. That might be enough to bring home Kiefer this time, though. 1-1. Williams stares down the runner, Kiefer, and delivers. Swing and a miss on a low ball. He crouches, tries to reach, and can't. Sky getting a little darker out here in Rapid City. Don't think there's supposed to be rain, though. 1-2 for Jace Morgan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The fastball right by Jace Morgan. And that'll be the 4th strikeout of the day and the 2nd out of the inning. Very good. Yet again, up in a crucial situation. I did not see that. Harry trying to come through on Sunday like he did last year. Maybe this is his moment. He hits one hard into center. Horton back on it. He thinks he has it, and he does. And 2 more runners stranded. Corey Williams through 5 shutout innings. And the top of the 6th upcoming. The Hardhats still down 3-0. So recap the inning for the Hardhats. 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs. 1 error on the second baseman, Crecelius. And 2 men left aboard on second and third. Still nobody scored. We've just gotten to that point in the game where you can't afford to leave guys on like that when you're down 3 runs. And it's tough because those were 2 of the best batters on this team, in Morgan and Good. And Williams just continues to escape dangerous situations. And that's exactly what you need out of your pitcher. Things just aren't going offensively for the Hardhats when they need to happen. They have more hits than Cheyenne, but the sequencing is way off, and they won't give him any free passes. So top of the 6th, River Walters comes back out for his 3rd inning of work. He'll face Braden Pearson again. The first time these two went to bat and faced one another, Pearson hit a 3-bagger over the head of Harry Good in center field. Strike. Painting the top right corner from his perspective, River Walters. 0-1. Another fastball right by Pearson. Walters looking to be locking in right now. 0-1. Or 0-2. Curveball. Or sorry, slider. Just a bit outside. And it'll make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the curveball. Rivers sits down the opening batter with his 2nd strikeout of the day. Able to get one over Pearson on the rematch. He'll have another chance at revenge against Peyton Seeley, who hit a triple and scored on a wild pitch back in the 4th. River with the bases empty. A dangerous machine. Ball taken high. Not able to locate on the first pitch. 1-0. Second one. That's a strike. Waist height on the outside of the plate. 1-1. Fastball outside. Bence has to reach for it, and it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Another one, fastball outside. Don't want to walk anybody. Rivers just walked 1 batter in the last 2 1/3 innings. Doesn't do it there. That's a fastball down the middle. Fought off, and we'll run full. There's a kid scaling things right now. I don't know. It just happens at every park, I think. Full count. Payoff. Curveball, strike 3! He paints the corner. And 2 down now here in the top of the 6th. Walters locking in when they need him most. 2 strikeouts in a row to start out the top of the 6th inning. He'll bring up Reisdorfer. Reisdorfer able to coax a full count walk his last time up against River. Strike. No. Must have been slightly inside or something. It looked like a strike to me. 1-0. Fouled off. Ball. Right at Coach Torvey. He leans away. Ball does not hit anybody. 1-1. Fastball in the dirt. He spikes it. And it'll run 2-1. Gotta watch out, though. It's not going the way he wants right now. Popped up. Bence might have a play on it. Going to the back, and he has the grab! 1-2-3 inning. River closes out the 6th inning Still a 3-run game. The Hardhats not out of this thing thanks to good pitching from River Walters down the stretch. Recap that inning. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. 1-2-3 inning for River Walters in the top of the 6th. Hardhats not going to be able to escape Corey Williams. He comes back out for his 6th inning of work. A shutout in the making right now. He gives you glimpses of hope and then crushes them. Williams has a no-fun policy. Very serious on the mound. Not going to let anybody celebrate at home. Electric Avenue. Played right now. Is it the Cops? Is that who plays this? I think. Police, that's the one. Close enough. Bottom of the 6th. Alex Dietrich coming up 1 for 2. He had a leadoff single in the 4th. Ball with the eyes. Swain, very quick pull down. It was like I had missed a frame in life. It's 1-0. Hardhats now or never. Ball low. Swain putting some extra effort into pulling these pitches around after he catches them. Williams walked anybody so far today. 3rd pitch, up and inside, 3-0. The wear and tear of this start might be finally starting to get to him. But yet again, still no walks for him on the game. Strike, delivered at the knees. He's able to locate that fastball. So there will not be a 4-pitch walk. Probably some action in the bullpen over there. There is. For Cheyenne Post 6. 3-1. Inside ball 4. Dietrich successfully gets aboard. Getting some cardio over to first. So first walk of the game comes on 5 pitches for Corey Williams. Brings up Hollick. Hollick 1 for 2. I'm seeing about, I think, a 15 in the bullpen right now. Hollick squares one up into deep left center. They're chasing after it, and it will drop against the wall. Dietrich rounding for 3rd. He will come home. The throw gonna be a bullet. Not in time! Dietrich sneaks his hand in there. Swain can't believe it. The Hardhats on the board. Swain got the throw in time. He tried to tag. Dietrich able to sneak his fingertips into the near side before the tag touches his arm. Last night he got gunned down. Wasn't going to let that happen again. RBI double for Hayden Hollick, his 2nd double of the day. Hardhats break through. Corey Williams shutout, now broken up. Momentum seriously shifting. Brings up Aaron Roach. Still nobody out here. Roach looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 2. Fouls one off the end of the bat. Weird bounce. Tate Crossweight. Can't grab it. A 1. Hollick able to come home on a good single. Roach good at getting singles. That one in the dirt. Hollick takes off for third. No play made. Wild pitch. Moves Hollick over to third base. 90 feet away for making it a one-run ball game. It's a 1-1 count now. Roach also against Gillette, a pair of sacrifice fly RBIs, including a game tire. Ball. Two 1 count. Roach. Awaiting. Williams sets, throws, delivers. Swing and a miss on a ball outside. Breaking ball. Lures Roach into a second swinging strike. And we go 2-2. Big chance. Williams has come through clutch in these moments. Doesn't have a strikeout on Roach, but does have 4 on the day. 2-2. Delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Williams does it again. And 1 down here in the top of the 6th. That's a crucial strikeout, his 5th of the day. Tate Crossway coming up. Seems like Cheyenne short leash right now on Pearson with the warm-up in the bullpen. Pearson showing some wear. That is hit hard, squared up into left, it'll drop. Hollick coming home, he will be safe. RBI single, Tate Crossway. Hardhats down just 1 run, tying run aboard. It only takes 1 swing, and Crossway squares one up. Hard hit along the pretty low to the ground, falls into left. He has a little speed. Bents up. He smacks one. In and out of the glove of the third baseman. He's muffling it. The throw to first, way offline. Diving for it and able to keep it in front of him is Reisdorfer. But a muffed play by Landon McAnally will allow both runners to reach safely. That has to be an error. Okay, it is. E5. I was talking about the fact that these errors are about the only thing that can sink this ship for Cheyenne right now, and they keep giving them. It brings up Willie. He's reached both times. Infield bunt single, and reaching on an error by the second baseman, Creselius. They're going to come see the pitcher Pearson, or not Pearson, Williams. And it looks like they might be reaching into the bullpen here. Williams done a great job all day, but you can't afford to wait around as like dues for a guy when you're only up by 1 run and 2 are on. This is the rally the Hardhats need. This is what they did last year against Cheyenne Post 6. Made a 4-run bottom of the 7th rally thanks to a couple errors. And it looks like history repeating itself here. Crossway getting some instruction from his coach about his base running here. Wilson Kiefer, like I said, 1 for 1 today. OBP is at like 560, something like that. Over 500. On deck, Aiden Roberts. Kiefer, not the ideal double play candidate. Neither is Phillip Bentz, who's on first. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Swain has to block one out of the dirt. 1-0. 7-inning game here today. Two on, 1 out. is hit hard into left, and it will fall. Crossweight going to be told to stay there at third. The base is loaded on a single from Wilson Kiefer. He's coming up huge today. Base is loaded. Up comes Aiden Roberts. Manager not coming out to talk to Williams. They're going to let him sort his own business out here. Roberts, cold in the season series against Cheyenne Post 6. Can't afford to here. The tying run, just 90 feet away. Sac fly would bring him in. A single might bring home Bentz. A double might give him the lead even further. That one, hard hit. Shortstop, flips to second. Crecelius makes the play. Roberts tripped hard at first base. Is he going to be all right? He's upset with himself. Slams his hard hat to the floor. Corey Williams able to get out of a very tight jam. Aiden Roberts kicking himself for it, thinking he at least should have tied things up there. But against the odds, Sixers still on top in the going into the final inning. River Walters coming out, fourth inning of work. He's really turned things around in the last two. 6-4-3 double play. Recap that inning for the Hardhats. 3 hits turn into 2 runs. Both of them earned to the pitcher Williams. 1 error occurs on the third baseman McAnally. And 2 men left aboard. Hardhats looked like they were really right in the position to make the lead or to take the lead, but Roberts continues to stay cold against this Cheyenne Post 6 pitching staff. Eli Kelly, I believe, still in the bullpen if needed. He should be plenty warm by now. He's been warming up for about 2 innings. Crecelius not going to be pinch hit for tonight. Last night, after a 0-2 start to his batting side of things, he was pinch hit for by Pearson. Pearson is already playing the field. That one grounded. Shortstop. That'll make the out. So, 6-3 put out. Roberts sells out for it anyways. Seems to be trying to make up for the double play there. However he can. First out recorded, top of the 7th. And it'll bring up Tafoya. Tafoya. And the ever-reliable leadoff man. Been hit by 2 pitches today. That's a strike. Beautiful. Paints the very edge of the plate there. Just the corner. 0-1. Dirty ball. We'll make it 1-1. Foya does not have a hit today, but he's reached twice and scored a run. Grounded hard. Roberts handles it. He'll throw hard to first. It's off the plate, but they tag him! Heads-up play from Alex Dietrich will keep the wide throw from costing them a runner. And the Hardhats able to retire the second man on a very odd 5-3 putout. Out number 2. It'll bring up Horton. Horton 1 for 3 on the day. All right. Ball 1. Horton 1 for 3. Pair of ground outs. Shows a bunt. Bounces it on the floor. And that'll make it 1-1. You have to agree with that. The bottom of the lineup really stepping up. Kiefer having a heck of a day here on Sunday. 1-1. Horton just gets a piece of that one off the end of the bat, and we go 1-2. Didn't even do a ding. That's how faint it was, but it moved the ball around, so clearly it hit. Walters, 1-2. Throws him a fastball, hit back, and the at-bat will continue. Walters really pitched a very good 5-6, and possibly the 7th here for the Hardhats. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove of Bent. That will not be the K. If he had held on, it would have been. But the ball falls right out, and Horton gets another life. Ball in the dirt, makes it 2-2. Kiefer and Bent's really showing up today. I'd have to agree with that. 2-2. Pitch. Outside, wild, and now a full count. It could have been the final out there with this foul tip, but it was a hard catch from Bent that Bent had to try to make, and he was unable to do so. So full count. River Walters. Curveball popped up behind the plate. Bent has a chance at it, throws his mask aside, and he'll make the grab. Walters, 3 shutout innings to end his relief appearance, assuming we don't go to extras. And now, down just 1 run, the Hardhats going to have to make some magic happen here in the bottom of the 7th. Do we have, is Corey going to come back out? I don't think so. Is that him? It is. Okay, Corey Williams back out on the mound. He will try to finish what he started. He barely escaped with the lead last inning, but has come through when they've needed him most. So I get given him the trust here for the final frame, though I'm sure he'll have quite the short leash. Recap that inning: no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on, and it's still 3-2. The do-up: Morgan, Good, and Dietrich. That's usually a very strong part of the lineup, but today, not really. Both Morgan and Good are 0 for 3. Dietrich 1 for 2 with a walk. But if they can get to Hollick 2 for 3 with a pair of extra base hits. That's what you want. You just need normal Harry. Harry's come through in the clutch over and over and over again last year, but hasn't done too much in his opening series here against Cheyenne. As I understand it, he lost a bit of confidence out at Northeastern Junior College. Not putting up the numbers he wanted, but he is a freshman. He played 40 games. Had a very good season for a freshman, but compared to Legion ball, probably doesn't seem like the stats he thought he was supposed to put up. It's all a matter of perspective. So, bottom of the 7th, Corey Williams coming back out. Probably nearing about 100 pitches right now. There's some sort of limit where they're like, you're giving this kid arm damage. I don't know when it is. Hard swing and a miss for Jace Morgan. Morgan does have home run power, but that really shouldn't be his focus right now. 0-1. Williams. Fastball. Catches the outside corner. A bunt shown. He pulls it. Or he never even really puts it all the way out. That ball finds the zone anyways. 0-2. Morgan not trying to strike out at the start here. He did strike out his last time up. Williams looking for his first out. Off the plate outside. 1-2. Hardhats need to come through here. They had a walk-off last year. Could they do it again? Just a little off the plate. Morgan clenches it all and waits for the ball call. It's 2-2. Williams sets, delivers. just outside. These are very close pitches. Morgan, very gutsy to lay off of some of these, especially in a 2-strike count. But the count full. A walk as good as a single with the bases empty here. Swain relaying the signal. Williams, payoff pitch, is flared into left. Seeley underneath it, makes the first out. That's crucial for Cheyenne. Fourth. Morgan 0 for 4. Both Morgan and Good. Morgan, Good, and Roberts, the top of the order, been very good this last week against everybody else. Cheyenne, though, not really. Good 0 for 3. Very uncharacteristic for a guy who usually excels on these Sundays and in clutch moments. He stranded a couple runners as well. He's left 4 men on out number 3. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Good, just kind of tilted, frustrated with himself. He's got to have that short memory and just come through for the team right now. 1-1. Williams sets, gives him a strike. And Harry comes up empty yet again on another swinging strike. 1 for 2. Just got to go back to basics for the All-State selection. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Williams just 1 out away from getting the Sixers the series win. 6th strikeout of the day for Williams, and he's on the verge of a complete game win. He just has to get through Dietrich, possibly the most fearsome hitter in the whole lineup. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run. Hits that one into shallow left center. It will fall. Dietrich aboard. Expect a pinch runner here, possibly a Carter Johnson, to try to get a faster runner on the base paths. It's Dawson Inhofer coming in to pinch run. And this is the hardest. This is the guy who has been giving Corey Williams the biggest troubles. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles on the day. Hayden Hollick up to bat with the tying run aboard. Inhofer, a fast runner. A stolen base candidate, but with 2 outs, you don't really want to chance it. Check back at the base, do not have him. This is it. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Hardhats down by a run. Hayden Hollick ready for the first pitch from Corey Williams. Man on first. 2 outs. That's reached on and it'll be hit into left. It gets through. Inhofer going to stay at second. Back-to-back singles. Hardhats making this interesting. Here comes Roach. Batted .308 entering the game. 0 for 3 on the game. Got to turn it around right here. Williams going to get a talk. Are they going to bring in somebody for a 1-out save here? He might be hitting that, like, that abuse count, whatever the number of pitches you can conceivably throw. Remember, we will play extras if this is tied. They will pinch run. Carter Johnson for Hayden Hollick on first. Hayden Hollick, definitely the player of the day. 3 for 4 with 3 hits, a double, a RBI double, a run, and a single with his back against the wall here in the bottom of the 7th. He gets some claps from the fans here. So 2 on, 2 outs. Aaron Roach come up empty all 3 times so far against Williams today. We'll see if he's clutch. No shift being applied right now. Kind of a deep infield though. Williams checks on the runner. Strike 1 delivered at the letters. Williams ahead in the count. Gutsy for him to throw another strike on the first pitch with both Dietrich and Hollick teeing off on those. 0-1 for Roach. Foul tip, strike 2. Another fastball in the zone. Hardhats down to their last strike. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, 2 on. Aaron Roach, the batter. Corey Williams trying to finish this one out for Cheyenne Post 6. Hardhats trying to keep this thing alive, possibly tie or even take the lead. Williams. Rocks, delivers. It is squared up on into left. Inhofer, he's going to take a weird step. He comes in. The throw to the cutoff man, not going to be in time. The game is tied. Aaron Roach. He comes up big. Heroics in the bottom of the 7th. And that might be the game for Corey. They kept him in as long as they could. But right now, I think they're going to have to take it from him 1 out shy of the finish. Roach, nerves of steel, comes through in the big moment. Corey Williams getting an ovation. I think he might take to the field right now. He might just fill in at right or something. And coming in to relieve is going to be Andrew Thompson. Thompson came in game 1 of last night. He came in for the final 2 innings. Allowed 2 on, got out of trouble in the 6th, and then the save in the 7th. He was able to do a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 7th with a 2-run lead. Now he's got 2 on and 2 out. On deck, Tate Crossway. These are never stale series. Last year, the Hardhats got a walk-off with a big comeback. They put up 3 in the 6th and 7th off of Corey Williams. Aiden Roberts probably feeling a lot better right now with that weight off his chest after the ground out into the double play end of the 6th. Roach, similarly relieved after coming down to the last strike for the Hardhats and finding a gap in left center. And we're now at a chance for Tate to walk us off. To my knowledge, this is not confirmed, but having broadcast the games last year, Tate has not had a walk-off yet. This would be a first, I believe, for Tate Crossway. He's usually more of a middle innings kind of guy, but we will see. Last time up, he had an RBI single. If he could do the same here, the game would be over. Tides have turned. The table has flipped on Cheyenne Post 6. Thompson, check it. He delivers the first pitch. Crossway behind it. He'll foul it off onto the left field hill. So down 0-1. Carter Johnson the fastest runner this team has to offer. You put a single anywhere, he's going to run on home, and the odds are you aren't catching him. Slow breaking ball. Crossway gets underneath it. Seemed like that was one of his slower swings. I think he was caught off guard by that pitch. And now 0-2. Crossway, a chance to play hero. In the bottom of the 7th. Thompson. Series on the line. Steps, delivers. In the dirt, taking off is Johnson. The throw to second, not in time. Both runners advance on a wild pitch. It was a good call from Swain to go to second there instead of first, but the throw too far second base side for the tag to be put in time. So now the count 1-2. Runner just 90 feet away. Chance to walk things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Thompson gets the signal. Rocks, delivers. Inside. Crossway able to stay patient there. And it's 2-2. On deck, Phillip Bentz, a guy you really don't want to face right now. 2-2. Crossway stands set. Thompson delivers. Fights one off. And the at-bat will continue. Hardhats, you have to get a walk-off at home this year. They had 3 last year. No, they had 4 last year. They had 2 in a day once. That was weird. Against Pierre and Casper. Then Lincoln Southwest, NLE Baseball, and Cheyenne. So actually they have 5. 2-2. Crossway. He swings through it! And that's going to be the strikeout. Thompson gets out of trouble. The Sixers keep it tied, and we're headed to extras. Aaron Roach came up big when they needed him most. Corey Williams unable to finish out the job. And we will get extra baseball. River Walters, he's been lights out the last 3 innings. He's going to be asked to pitch his 5th inning in relief. I think this is as far, 5 innings is as far as I've ever seen River pitch. Like, start or relief. There was one game against Spearfish last year where he pitched a long time. He might have done 4 2/3 then. I want to say 5's the furthest I've ever seen him pitch. So we're going right up against that barrier. Recap the bottom of the 7th. After the first 2 get out, the Hardhats put together 3 hits. They score 1 run. It is earned to the pitcher, Corey Williams. There are no errors on Cheyenne Post 6. And 2 men are left on to make it a tied 3-3 game, entering the top of the 8th. What a game this has been. What a series this has been. Back and forth, 2-2, the series record right now. Hardhats the only one to give Cheyenne a losing series last year. Did it in a similar situation on Getaway Sunday. Walters gonna have to face Swain, I believe Williams, and then McAnally. Yep, Williams on deck. Wild pitch 1. Not a good sign. Eli Kelly gonna, top off his warm up right now in the bullpen in case they need him. The All-State selection. Fouled off the first strike he sees. It's 1-1. Lighty, little jump shot. Dugout, 1-1. Walters stares into his glove. Delivers. Just inside, 2-1. just a little inside. Swain crowding the plate. You can see some wind up against his jersey there as the ball whizzed by. It's 3-1. Do not want to walk the leadoff man. Walters, fastball high, and he does. Leadoff man aboard for Cheyenne. Swain has just kept coming through in big moments for this team. Walters now with a man on. I was mentioning he had trouble last year with men on. He became a significantly less reliable pitcher. Corey Williams trying to get back his win. I guess it would go to Thompson now. But after surrendering the tying run in the bottom of the 7th, trying to make up for it, maybe driving one in here in the top of the 8th. 1-0. Swain, not a very scary stealer. 2-0. River, not finding the zone especially well at this moment. 2-0 count. Throwback. No tag made. They made some adjustments in the outfield. Inhofer playing second. Playing first right now, Jace Morgan. Strike. 2-1. So if he's playing first, who is playing right? Oh no, they just moved him from DH to first. And Carter Johnson now out of the lineup. That'll mean that Dietrich's spot now belongs to the pitcher, River Walters. Another outside ball. 3-1 count. You put 2 on, and it's almost certainly Eli Kelly time. Walters got to settle himself here against Williams. Williams has been cool and collected all day. Takes one in the dirt. And Torvey coming out with the claw, I think. Wait. Having a quick chat with Kindred. And I believe Eli Kelly, he's walking out of the bullpen. And they will take it from River here. He gets an ovation. Eli Kelly going to come up. So 2 on, nobody out. River Walters leaves the game after 4 innings pitched with just 2 earned runs. How many Ks? 3 strikeouts. And he has 2 men on, so in theory that earned run counter could go up. Here comes the all-state selection, Eli Kelly, the soft-throwing breaking ball master. Filthy stuff on him. First team all South Dakota Legion baseball selection, the only pitcher to do so from Post 22 last year. All right. Kelly, Post 22, one of, if not the most reliable pitcher for Post 22. Stepping up in extra innings. He'll also enter the lineup at the cleanup spot, believe it or not, as the Jace Morgan switch from DH forfeited it, and he stepped over to first. Carter Johnson came out and moved Eli to pitcher, or Eli to a 4-hole. Coach Torvey gives him a last little bit of advice. Landon McAnally up to bat. McAnally, 0 for 2 today, but 3 for 8 on the total series with a lot of walks. By a lot, I mean 2. Kelly. I hear like some sort of like punch in the glove there, and it made me think about somebody running as well. No outs. 2 on. Top of the 8th. Kelly, first pitch is popped up into shallow left. Left fielder wants it. Crossweight, I believe that is, making the grab. It is Crossweight, and he will make the first out of the inning. So, Kelly. Oh, wait. It'll bring up Pearson. Pearson 1 for 3 or 1 for 2 on the day with a triple. Taken high. 1-0. He also reached on an error from the pitcher Hayden Lighty in the first or the second. 1-0. Double play opportunity possible. Force outs at everything but home. Slow pitch, chopped at and fouled off. 1-0 or 1-1. Big moment here. Kelly, not really a strikeout guy, more of a soft contact guy, but his curveball is filthy. There's that curveball. It goes high this time. 2-1. Usually has a little more break than that. It's 2-1. Kelly, fastball. At the collarbone. And we'll go 3-1. Kelly, rare to walk anybody. He's got superb control. Really doesn't want to walk anybody right now. So expect a strike. That's a strike. It is popped up into left. Crossweight wants it. Makes the running grab. And that's out number 2. Not an easy play. Kate Crossweight has the range to get it, though. And back-to-back flyouts. Eli Kelly doing his job right. If he can keep this thing tied, the bottom of the order has been mashing so far today. Well, they'll have a chance to continue to do so with Benson Kiefer in the do-up. Kelly pitching now to Seeley. That's a strike. Right down the middle on the soft fastball. Seeley, 1 for 3 with a triple and an RBI today. A single right now would likely bring home Swain. Well, not necessarily. He's not super fast. 0-1. Low pitch, swung on and fouled off. Had to bend for that one. And we go 0-2. Kelly. Doing fantastic so far. I could see a curveball falling back in the inside of the plate here. 0-2. One of his other breaking balls, maybe a slider, fought off, and batter could buy himself some time. Oh, 2. Kelly looks back at the runner, delivers. In the dirt, Vance does a good job to keep that in front of him, and the count runs to 1-2. Thank you all for watching Hardhats TV today. What a game this has been. What a series this has been. These two teams are fantastic. 1-2. Kelly. Curveball. Lined off into right and diving. Unable to make the play is Roach. Swain comes around to score. The throw in. Cut off by Morgan. But the Sixers able to take the lead on a single to right from Peyton Seeley. RBI single brings Swain home. The 2 outs, definitely the cause for that. Everybody had to run because there's no point not running. Otherwise, he definitely would not have been home had that been with like 1 out or something. He would have only been to third. But unfortunately, Roach dove. It bounced, it hit his glove, but it was not in the glove. And it'll bring up Ethan Reisdorfer. Reisdorfer 0 for 2 with a walk. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside. 1-2. Or 1-0-1. Sorry. Runners on the corners. Hardhats can't afford to get any lower down with Andrew Thompson on the mound. It's 0-1. Kelly stares him down. Man running. It's hit over the infield! And throw to third. Not in time. The runner will scamper over to second. And the Sixers put another one on the board on a single for Ethan Reisdorfer. Seeley over to third. Fielder's choice will grant Reisdorfer to second base. And this is not Crescelius. We have a pinch hitter. Crescelius was 0 for 3, so I get it. Oh, it's Ethan Thompson. Or, sorry, Andrew Thompson. So the closer coming in to hit right now, as they had to move Corey Williams into the DH slot. Fouled off the end of the bat. Kelly forcing some weak contact, but it's just finding places to land. Thompson, the 0-1, trying to help out his own cause. Give him some more wiggle room. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Kelly rifles one by him for the first K of the day for him. But 2 runs score in the top of the 8th. Hardhats back down yet again, needing even more heroics. Kelly almost got out of there scot-free. Both of River Walters' runs score. And the Hardhats yet again on the ropes. Recap the 8th inning for Post 6. 2 hits turn into 2 runs. Both of them earned to the relief pitcher Walters. No errors on the Hardhats. 2 men left on. 5-3 the score. So Cheyenne responds when they need to. No ghost runners or anything in Legion Ball extras. So it's going to be Hardhat's going to have to generate players all the way around the bases. You'll need at least 2. 3 for the win, 2 for the tie. Thompson, fresh off striking out. Coming up, he'll have to face probably the 2 best hitters of the day so far. Well, no, Hollick. But Phillip Bentz reached base twice. He is 1 for 2, reaching on an error. But it's 2 for 3 on reaching base. That's all he needs right now. On deck is Kiefer. Kiefer's two for two on the day. He has come through in big moments. All right, Ben's going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 8th. Thompson, been untouchable. That's grounded hard over to first, in and out of the glove, but he'll step on the bag. Corey Williams puts down the first batter. Kiefer, the guy that they're looking to start this inning, start the rally. He's 2 for 2, reached on an error as well. Fouled one off the mask of the catcher. Ooh, maybe off of a hand. He's wincing. 0-1 the count. Umpire saying something to Swain. Or sorry, to Thompson. Maybe telling him, hey, you need to be on the rubber a little bit more or something, that sort of thing. Some sort of message delivered. Oh-1. Hardhats need a rally. That's a strike right down the middle. Soft breaking ball finds the zone. Believe it was a changeup. 0-2. Thompson, outside, ball 1. Hardhats need something here. They can't just put guys on. They need to generate 2 entire runs. And the top of the lineup has not been keeping up their end of the bargain today. Popped up to the infield. He's running after it. The shortstop, Tafoya, makes the grab. 2 out. Hardhats down to their final. It's the top of the lineup. Hasn't been a good day for them. Roberts just 1 for 4 today. 5 for 21 on the season series. Not been like his normal self. But, I don't know. Heroes are made in the big moments. Strike right down the middle for Thompson. Thompson in position to get the win here today. Walters would be on the hook for the loss. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Plenty of tension. 1-1. Thompson. Fastball, hit back up the middle. It's missed by the shortstop, Tafoya. He had a chance at it, misplaced his glove, and that'll be a single for Aiden Roberts. The inning and game stays alive. Jace Morgan, given his 5th chance today. He squandered the other 4. He was the leading out in the 7th. But now, I guess back against the wall, we'll see what he can do for the lefty. Roberts taken off. Defensive indifference, he'll reach. They're not worried about him right now. They just need this out. Morgan does have home run power, but don't expect it right now. Just got to get on base. 1-0. Bunt, put down, dribbled, and foul. 1-1. All of Hardhats Nation weight on the shoulders of Jace Morgan at this moment. Thompson gives him 1. It's off the foot. He'll reach first. The ball goes away a little. Roberts going to have to head back to second. He was trying to steal there. Here's Harry. Of those 5, Of those 5 runs, or of those 5 walk-offs last year, Harry had 2 of them, including a dramatic walk-off 2-run homer to win the Firecracker. He's good in these moments. He's the go-ahead run. He would be the winning run. Hardhats have only hit 2 home runs here at home this year. Only 3 total. Good, fresh back from college. Could be the hero. Fouls one off, just got on top of it. He's been unusually cold right now. Maybe struggling with the adjustment back to Legion. All right, 1-1. Harrison good. Awaits. Thompson shrugs. The pitch. High. He'll sit on it. 2-1. Hardhats have been down to their last couple strikes, or last out. Feels like the entire game here. And they've just kept coming through. 2-1. The door, always a crack open, is 3-1. The thing is, on deck would usually be Dietrich, but it's going to have to be a pinch hitter in this situation because Dietrich was pinch ran for in the bottom of the 7th, leading to the winning run coming, or the tying run coming across with Dawson Inhofer. It's hit hard up the line. Handle, backhand. He'll go to third in time. And the Sixers able to get out of trouble. And despite a late comeback from the Hardhats, Cheyenne Post 6 takes this year's season series 3-2 on an extra innings W in the bottom of the 8th. Final score here, Cheyenne Post 6, 5. Post 22 Hardhats, 3. And that'll be it. What a game, what a series, all the games tight. And the winner going to be the Sixers. Shout out to them and their organization. They're always so accommodating. Good friends with the Post 22 program. And we'll be excited to see them probably later. I don't know if we'll play them, but they'll probably be at one of our tournaments. We'll see. So, thank you all for watching this fine Sunday evening. It's now evening. I don't know, afternoon. Whatever. I'm Oliver Fell. I will not be broadcasting the Wednesday game, but the game will be broadcast. Don't worry. And I'll be back with you for the rest of the ride. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your Sunday. Final score, Cheyenne Post 6, 5. Rapid City Post 22, 3 in 8 innings.